Hello, all you wonderful people, and greetings from Osaka, New World. Excuse me. Right now, I am at a place called Spa World. Made it. You made it. You sure did. Sure did make it. So right now, I'm at this place called Spa World. It's a huge onsen place. It's got a bunch of what do you call it in here? Like slides and stuff, but it's a spa if you want it to be, and it's pretty good. I did a whole video on this place. Hi, Gracie. And this place is second to none. If you come out to Osaka and you want some place to go relax and you want like a good onsen experience, like Japanese public bath experience, this is the place you need to go. Sorry if my camera's looking a little delayed. Yes, this is my second live stream of the day. I deleted my last one because I accidentally filmed some nudity because I walked by adult theater. Speaking of adult theaters and stuff like that, this area is known to be kind of tough. This is like one of the most dangerous areas in Japan. When I say dangerous, I mean it's really not that dangerous. It's like a very nice, posh area around the world. You just have to watch, just be vigilant here. However, right next to this major attraction, there is what's regarded as the most haunted area in Osaka, Japan. And that's that right there. This area has a lot of homeless people, a lot of crime, a little bit of danger here and there, but this walled off area has been abandoned for many, many years. And if you go on any like ghost site that talks about Osaka, they'll point out this place in particular as being one of the most haunted places. Now, it's hard to see, but behind that tree, there's actually a big giant structure that's still standing. Not sure if it just got like torn out and never got touched, but this area has a kind of a very spooky, and like unfinished property to it. They say that you can find bodies back there too. It's a very, very small area, but at one point in time there was a wall there that you could sneak into. Yeah, it's a little bit dodgy. Yeah, I agree with you. However, I like the ingenuity of this place. They had an escalator that didn't work, so they just put a bunch of potted plants there, and now it's greenery. They did that about a year ago. I think that's incredible. But yeah, it's a little scary, a little creepy. There's the rest of the wall that used to be all the way extended all the way down. I'm gonna open up my umbrella here because it's rainy. Yeah, I think that's really crazy myself. Hold on one sec. I'm gonna put you down. It's spooky ooky. Ooh. You know what's scary? I can't get my umbrella open. That's the scariest thing. Ooh, okay. Spa World opened in 1997. I don't think I'm going to go to Hep 5 tomorrow. I don't think I'm going to be in the Umeda area at all. If I were, I'd be there very, very late. I'm just lucky enough to kind of have the data myself. I should have went to immigration because I have immigration stuff, but I forgot my passport back at home, and I would have been able to go and finish off what I needed to do for that. Yeah, Hep 5, I don't think I'll be there tomorrow. Oh, sorry. Hep 5 is a building in Umeda. It's an area where you can play many video games, and you can go into the Sega World. They have some haunted attractions. It's the big building with the Ferris wheel on it. And there's a lot of stores there. Hello there, Easy Rachel Maiden. Done a couple videos from there. If you give them 100 yen, you can get a fortune. I don't know if you can read it or not, though. That'd be a problem, huh? And this Bilikin, he's an American deity. Well, a Japanese deity that was made by an American, and people like him because he's the god of lucky, all things lucky. This area is really small, but it's very iconic. I think this is one of the like when you think of Osaka or maybe even Japan, you might think of like this really tight, bleeding Shoten guys with a bunch of different stuff, crazy lighting. Of course, this area is you know, not that busy right now. If you want a haircut, you can get a haircut for 700 yen right there, $7 at this place. Looks pretty good. However, I don't want to film them because they were looking at me and they didn't look like they were very happy today. There's some good food in this area. Not in person. You seen a blowfish here? I don't think I'm gonna go to USJ for the next couple of weeks because I've been, well, maybe not. Okay, maybe let me rephrase that. I don't think I'll go to Universal Studios until after they have the premiere summer event. That's when I'll probably go back. Is Deadpool doing a promotion with Kuchikatsu? That's crazy. Doing Deadpool promotions. Okay. With this guy. I don't know how Deadpool and this guy mix, but you know, it's neither here nor there. Do you miss the crowds at USJ? No, I don't. The one thing I do like about USJ when it comes to people is the costumes. You like, especially on the weekends, you can see people dressed up like insane. It's amazing. Sorry, that really wasn't that descriptive. The costumes that people come in are amazing and also insane. The fact that they have that much talent and they're going to USJ just to kind of hang out. I think that's amazing. No, I'm gonna wait for Cool Japan to end and then go for summer. The summer attraction, because I've already been, and I also want to wait out and see how this earthquake thing goes, because I don't want to go on any roller coasters right now with a possible aftershocks and possible bigger earthquake or same amount that we could have. Yeah, I know. There's a One Piece show coming. They're also bringing back the Evangelion roller coaster, which is just going to replace the Final Fantasy one. Yeah, just walking and chatting, Nancy. That's right. I would like to go to the zoo, but who wants to go to a rainy day at the zoo? The only people that would be happy to see me are the animals. Hello, Sophia. Oh, okay. Well, I won't rap on about different things. Now, if you were here yesterday at 7:50 in the morning, I'd imagine that building right there would have been really terrifying to see, because it probably was shaking back and forth. It's the biggest building in Osaka, Abenoharkis, and boy oh boy, I don't think I'd want to be on top of that. They have an attraction you can lean off the side, and I think I'd crap my pants right now. I missed a big text there. Let me see. Interesting. I really missed home. I was born on the Yokosuka base. I haven't been back in 6 years now. I haven't went to Osaka yet. This is cool to see visible. Oh, okay. Well, I've heard 6. I've heard 9.5. I've heard different things. It was big. That's all I can say. If you look it up, you might find different reports. Sometimes when sea turtles are rescued, there's 5. Sometimes there's 4, depending on the source. I'm already sweating. I was just in Onsen. Yeah, it was pretty scary. But it was only for like 40 or 50 minutes. But if you look on Instagram and stuff, you can see some really scary pictures of the area that was just absolutely decimated. There's a crazy video of a water pipe that bursts. It's just exploding like fast flowing water into the air. It's pretty intense. Excuse me, I'm going to switch my camera because you don't need to see me. There's Noji Zoo again. There are people here today. Oh, people have made it out. Where's my favorite place in Umeda? Favorite place in Umeda? Probably there's a great Tachinomiya that I really like. A standing bar that my friend and I go to. After we get done with work, we both have different jobs, but we end up there on weekends, and it's just a bunch of salarymen drinking, and we're just kind of sitting around or standing around and enjoying the evening. And sometimes we go to other places, but most of the time it just ends right there. I have seen Avengers Infinity War. But I wanted, there's a in Umeda, there's a Alice themed restaurant I want to check out. Yeah, my job out here is a teaching job, but that's about as far as I'll go into it. Because I don't want people to be like, well, you work for this company, that's company, blah, blah, blah. If you want information about getting into such things, I'd be happy to help you privately, though. Because all you need is the BA, and then you can pretty much get out here on most jobs. Some are better than others, though. Your situation may vary. I think they say ESOL, which means every situation is different. Visit Tenoji. Okay, I'm here now. I did it. You think you saw me in that place? If it was me and my buddy Toko, if you know my buddy Toko, yep, you saw me there. I was there like 2 weeks ago, and we were pounding back some drinks. Scott, I don't know if I asked you this before, but what is your biggest worry about living in another country versus the U.S.? The biggest worry is, do I have a place to stay? Do I have to worry about it? Yep, it definitely has to do with English. But I think the biggest worry is the where am I going to sleep at night? Other than that, not too worried about it. But I'm getting paid all right. I'm doing decent. Not too upset. So I've got these things covered. So it ain't that bad. And if my visa comes back and I get 5 years, that would be freaking excellent. Or other people getting lost, but you got other people to guide you. Well, even if you get lost out here, it's an adventure. I've been lost in Kyoto many times, and sometimes you find some interesting stuff. I was looking for the yokai street one time, and it was just so bizarre. That's one I would like to go back to. I'd like to do that again. The person that I was with was very upset and was upset with the payoff. I thought the payoff was really funny. Just some terrible folk art of Japanese monster, but it was done from the heart, and it's done to like make this one street interesting. They also have black ramen there, black soba that you can eat. The humidity is killing me. Have you ever been to J-World? That's in Tokyo, right? I have not. Oh, they're really destroying that right now. That's a shame. You think they could use that building for, I don't know, other people? They're taking out the windows up there. It is dead today. D-E-A-D. Dead. Other than the construction workers, this feels like walking into like 28 days later. I think I'm gonna just go home and run into the AC and just relax for a while. Isn't that right? Yes, I do say, should go do that. I like this guy's mustache. I'm imagining they built the statue, or at least made the statue, back when the Victorian restoration was happening here. Yeah, like when you go into a room that has AC, you just go, ah, and then you know you're in the land of ah. If you guys want to see a really cool video about an American like mystery site, there's a place called American Stonehenge. My friend Ben Lawrence went out there, and I just watched his video the other day, and it was pretty interesting. It was apparently built over 4,000 years ago, and I had a lot of questions about it because he says that it might have been Irish priests that built this area in like 4,000 years ago, and I was like, wait a minute, how does that possible with Columbus coming over, like them going before pilgrims and everything? But he told me that that's the leading theory, is that Irish people. It's really, really interesting. I don't know. I didn't do research on it. I just watched the video. But if you want to check it out, check out Ben Lawrence. He's a very funny guy. Likes doing Disney videos, and he travels around New England, a New England area. He's a pretty cool guy. Ooh, that sounds terrible. By the way, if you ever see that castle right there, that's not a castle at all. It's a love hotel. There's like 5 of them. That's one of the few places that have love hotels. There's yucatas. I think they're Chinese though. What kind of a phone do I have? I have an iPhone 6, but I'm just running on my data. It feels like it's at least 30 degrees Celsius right now, but it's probably only 28. It's a possibility. But yeah, I'm still running the iPhone 6. In the future, I'd like to get an iPhone 7, but or an iPhone 8. But you know, I can dream. I can dream. The thing is, I don't have that. I'm not even gonna say anymore, because I don't want people to watch this and be like, that guy's e-bagging. I'm like, I don't want to even say that, because then people will be like, da, 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 da. So yeah, maybe in the future I will buy a iPhone 8, probably in about a year, when they are out of style, or not out of style, but have been out on the market for a long time. It is hot. But across the street is the JR Tennoji station. That first, yeah. Well, I would like to just buy the phone straight out, and then because I have a chip from Sprint that gives me free unlimited Wi-Fi and data, or calling data, so I could just kind of put it in, which that would be pretty cool. However, I don't know. I do have line. Whew, it's hot. I'm not saying you're eating, but I'm going to upgrade soon. Well, the only problem is that it has to be. I really want to buy it from one of the stores, because I want to make sure that once I get it, I can actually put my thing into it, even if it's free. The Sprint company gives me a really big hassle. I had to exchange this phone for another iPhone 6 because this one was dying in like 5 or 10 minutes. And they told me that, oh, this phone doesn't work. It needs to be SIM free, and it's impossible to work. It's impossible. And I went back to the iPhone store and like, guys, can I have my phone back? And they're like, nope, sorry, we have it now. And I was like, I kind of need it now. And they're like, nope, sorry, it's gone. But they're screwing with you at the Sprint place. You got to get past the first person and get to a technical supervisor. I'm like, what? And like, yeah, they're just trying to sell you more stuff. After you get past that, they'll actually help you. So, little fun fact, I did a video on that about the time I had that problem. Wait, let me double check I read that right. Oh, most people have Samsung, people have iPhones, but there is also a Chinese brand called like Hiwei, something like that. They advertise themselves in non-Asian countries as the best phone you've never heard of. Jeez, I don't even want to go near this building. It's too scary. Oh, I deleted the previous video because as I was panning, there was a adult movie theater and there was boobies, and I didn't want to get in trouble. Yeah, Highway is in America. Yeah, they do have them in America. I think, like I said, they advertise it as the phone you've never heard of or something like that. Ooh. If you guys watch Dr. Acid's Midnight Madness, one of the people that's in the chat right now is a major character, and that shows up almost every single time to harass and bother Dr. Acid. I was going to challenge him to a game of Hearthstone, but the times got dropped. 2 years, just in 2 months it'll be 3 years. No. James Booty Wolf is a good guy. The guy who harasses him, he's the one that watches his video. I say that playfully because he's he's really funny. I really, if you guys have never seen that live show, I mean, this is just some idiot walking around. That show's an actual show where you watch a movie and you get jokes made. You're working with a real horror host. It's fun. Okay, I'm sweating like a dog now, and I just went to an onsen. Oh, there you go. Let me just put down this umbrella here, my parasol. I'll walk into, ouch. Yeah, it's kind of like that. Shoo. I really have to be I think this umbrella is made for, what do you call it? The sun rather than the rain, because it doesn't hold rain that well. Ugh. What do you guys think about E3 stuff? I'm really excited for the Fallout stuff, but unfortunately I don't think I'll ever be able to play it. I haven't played Fallout 4 yet because my system can't run it, but I would really, really like to play it. Just give me a minute. Putting this on. Almost heaven, West Virginia, Blue Ridge Mountains, Shenandoah River. Life is old there, older than the trees, longer than the mountains, blowing in the breeze. Country roads, take me home to the place I belong. All right, there we go. I got my umbrella situated. I missed some comments there, sorry. Yeah, but I was here when you went Super Potato and sucked. Oh, well. Yeah, well, thanks. Well, Elder Scrolls 6 is coming. It is coming. It's just, right now, a picture. That Bethesda conference is pretty cool. I just wish that I was in a demographic that could play that game. I don't have Wi-Fi at my house, and the only way that I use the Wi-Fi is on my phone. I actually connect my computer up to my phone and watch movies and TV, stuff like that. They don't have E3 in Osaka. They might have. They have the Tokyo Game Show though, that happens in Tokyo. I don't think there's a big what do you call it? Film, video game festival here. As I stand in the middle of the way here. I'm in the JR station. Gonna go on a train. Now, if you're in this Tennoji station, you might just think, well, I'm just here to get a train. But inside this 7-Eleven, there's actually something that's kind of special and famous to Japan. There's a lot of people come, they see this online, and they get really excited about it when they come here. There's a bakery here. It's called like Rikuru Oji-san, and the bread here is famous for jiggling. People really wait in long lines for this bread, It's only $700, so I highly recommend if you check that out. You can see it being baked right in front of you, if you were so desired. When it gets done, they ring a little bell so you know that it's free to eat. If you had a son, you would take him to USJ and show. Oh, they have a Curious George show. I saw a picture, but I didn't. Where is that? It must be in the kids zone. Because there's a Curious George thing in the Universal Studios Florida that's pretty cool. Oops, what I said? Sorry. Whoop. Okay, let's see what I said. The things I'll have the most issue when I move to Japan is 12-hour distance. Don't worry, you'll be fine. It took me about what was it? It took me about like 2 weeks to get used to the train system because I'm not used to trains. From the earthquake, you can still see that there are problems all around. So right now we're down here. I'm going to go over to this area, and that's Kyoto. Kyoto is kind of messed up right now. So luckily we're safe to where I need to go. I'm just going to go home. But they're getting most of the lines down. This is pretty good. Tomorrow I need to go in that area, so that worries me, but we'll see what happens. Tomorrow is another day, as James Bond probably would say. Oh, my home's where I live. It's a very forward question. I can tell you that I'm going to go to Turahashi. That's my one thing. When you scan your card the first time, does it charge you, or is it to just make sure that you're clocking in, and that's where you start from, and then it charges you when you leave? So if you went to, say, from here all the way around the loop line and then just went one stop over, like just to go on a loop line to go see stuff, you'd be charged for the one station. Or if you went okay, let me try and show this another way. So you go off here. This is where we're at right now. It's an Oji. Say you go all the way on the loop line, and you're like, well, I want to transfer here and go all the way down to Kobe. As long as you don't leave, you can come all the way back and go right here or right here, the station next to it, and only have to pay like 100 yen if you want to see stuff. But if you have to change different company lines, then you have to pay for it. The humidity is really getting to me right now. I don't think there's a military base anywhere near Osaka. I think the closest one would be near Tokyo. And then there's one down in Okinawa. I know that. There might be some more that I'm not aware of. But I don't think there's any like American military bases near Osaka. Oh, and I also feel really bad because I deleted the previous live stream, and I want to definitely throw out to Sarumaru. He donated $2, and like I said, if you want to see some stuff about Japanese video games, check out his channel. He's pretty cool, nice guy. So I'm going to get on here, and that means I'm going to be kind of quieter, just because I don't want to upset anyone that's on the trains. But I can talk a little bit. Yeah, this place you do have to. There are some advertisements that are like, hey, don't be a pervert on the train. The trains are famous for being very touchy-feely. That's why they have women-only trains. Ask me as many as you can, and I'll try my best. Just be a little quieter. So there's 2 trains that are on the track right now, but this one's going to be leaving first. This can be a mobile creepo box. I'm going to sit down because I can. Ooh. Yeah, shoot away if you guys have any questions. Yeah, there are apps, and there's like if you want to put in where your destination is, you can go online and check that out. Then just do a little addition. Or when you walk out of the train station or walk into the train station, you'll see a map that'll say you're at this station and you want to go here. It'll cost this much. I'm just happy to be in a place that has AC. It's hotter than heck outside. What do I usually spend on a train ride? Well, it depends how far I have to go. Like the train line that I'm going to spend right now, I have to transfer twice from the JR line to another line. And I think it's going to cost me at least 400 or 500 yen. Now, if you can understand Japanese, there you go, it's English.
The next station is Teradacho. Station number 002. The doors on the left side will open.
In the tourist areas, you'll see more, or you hear more English, rather than see it. So if you're ever out in like Umeda or Namba areas, don't worry too much about Japanese because you'll be fine. However, if you have to buy like a very specific thing, you might find yourself needing a little bit of Japanese. Maybe. It looks like the schools are just getting out right now. Yeah, the other day I was actually able to take a car. Oh, let me move my backpack because I'm being really rude. I was able to take a car, and it's kind of interesting to go a different way, especially when you've seen every way that you can go via train, and then you go by car. It's quite a change. I never get the opportunity to go during this time, so it's not really that busy right now. In about 2 hours, the train will be a little crazier because people are getting out of work. Especially after this earthquake, people are going to be like, getting ready back to get in a regular mode of life. It's funny, I had a lot of friends who were on trains during the earthquake yesterday, and a lot of them were like, this is either an earthquake or a terrorist attack, and they thought about it and they're like, wait, no, we're in Japan, this is an earthquake. Which is lucky, because that's the way that Japan works. It's calm. Not everyone is, but most people are. If you guys have any more questions, I'm probably going to be leaving here in the next like 3 or 4 minutes, so throw them in now. My buddy Kwan lived out here for a while. Yeah, there's a person speaking English here. Yes, on the train. I mean, this is just a daily drive. Oh my goodness. No problem, man. I really appreciate that. You didn't have to do that. That was really nice of you, man. Thank you always making AMVs. I hope you're always making AMVs. When I get out, I'll show you the train listing, okay? To kind of get you a little more situated. Because it ain't no big deal. There's the Ampaman, a little superhero over there. It's made out of bread. His enemy is like, what would you call that? Mold.
The next station is Tsuruhashi. Station number 007. The doors on the left.
Some place I'd like to go that they make the money. It's a minting place. I think that'd be a fun place to go check out. Though I was on my other account, that one manga nerd. Okay. This is where I have to get out here. Alright, this is where I'm going to get out, and this is probably going to end the stream, but before I go, I'm going to show you the map of the city that will be able to tell you how you can get places, how much things will cost. So recently, I really like this. They started turning the chairs this way instead of this way because too many drunk people are falling off and going into the train, killing themselves. Or people are just tired and overworked, because that's a possibility. I'd say more drunk. So at every entrance place, you'll find a sign that has the map of the train system from one place to another. This one is special. It has one when you're coming and going, because the exit for this train system goes off to another line. So normally inside the concourse, the station, you won't be able to see this. But because this one goes to the Kintetsu line, they do have a map just to kind of locate you and tell you what everything is. So we're gonna go over here, and the map should be right up here. So, for example, this is the map for the Kintetsu line. So it says where you are right there, and then it says all the places you want to go and how much it costs to go. Now this is separate from the what do you call it? From the subway, because it's a different line. But this isn't the subway at all. I'm sorry. This is the JR line that we're on right now. One second. Just go ahead and press this in here. There we go. And I'll show you what it looks like. It has the next yen amount. Yeah. Okay, so let me show you again on the other one for you. Hold one sec. I'm trying to put my wallet in my pants, but my pants won't let me. Dude, stop. Go in. There we go. Okay. Okay, so this is the subway line, or the JR line. And if you have like a pass for this, you could just go on here. So we're at Tsuruhashi right now, and say you want to go back to Tennoji. So Tennoji's right there, and you want to do it for 120 yen. You just go right to this machine. You click English, if you want English, and it'll do everything that you want to. Start putting money in, and you'll figure it out, or insert a ticket. Wait, this one you need a ticket? Sorry. It's a little difficult. This one you need a ticket. This one's only Ikoka for a fare adjustment. So these ones are probably better for you. So you can actually buy a ticket here. I'll go like this. English. So you want to purchase a ticket. And then you put how much it is. Now, if you're afraid and you don't know how much your ticket is, you can't read it, or it's too much time, or all you can see is Japanese and you're confused, you can just buy the cheapest ticket. I'm going to cancel. You can buy the cheapest ticket, and then when you go to the station that you're at, you can. I'm sorry, there was someone waiting for me. There's a fare adjustment thing. You'll go there. It'll tell you that you can't leave with it. So you put your ticket into this machine, and then it'll say, okay, you owe 500 more, 600 more. So this is the fare adjustment machine right there, which will tell you that you have to pay more or less depending on what you're doing. Or, well, if you don't have to pay anything at all, most places will be able to refund you money. But if you're paying the cheapest ticket, they won't refund you because there's nothing to be refunded. So just try to always be on the right thing. But if you want to, you can do the cheat way, which is buy the cheapest one and then change it out. Just put it into the machine. You'll be safe no matter what. No problem. You kind of paid for a direct answer. I've done it before, but since you're asking me directly, I might as well. This is Tachinomiya for you, standing bar. But guys, it's time for me to go. I hope you guys have a wonderful day. As I always say, you can do it, I can do it, we can all do it. Stay groovy and have a wonderful day. Peace and peace, guys.